So how can local enterprises better prepare their workers amid swift developments in tech and compete with the rest of the region? Joining us now is June Palafox, chairman of the 49th Philippine Business Conference. Architect, thank you so much for joining us. So this business conference will spotlight education and the future of the workforce. Architect, you're on mute.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. The theme of this conference is Vision 2050, the Philippines a first world economy, and 2040 a first world country. But we have to start now, especially on technology, agriculture, food security, infrastructure, and so on.
Yes.
And we can be and should be a first world country, first world economy. And that's the Vision 2050.
But
And
can
technology
we
is one
really
of them.
become,
I was fortunate
can
that
we,
I was one of
architect,
the ADB consultants for the.
Architect, can we really become
Yes,
a
sir.
first world country by 2050? Because according to the latest surveys, the Philippines is slipping behind its Southeast Asian neighbors, number 1 in reading, number 2 in writing, and number 3 in mathematics. We have been left behind.
Yes, sir. That's why we really have to focus on even on education. Education as one of the social infrastructure. And it can be done as long as we work together and we follow the plans. Like the Philippine Development Plan, ADB hired me to help in the preparation, seamless connectivity. It's not just physical connectivity, but Internet of Things, internet connectivity. Connectivity, there are 32 modes of transportation, more than 20 kinds of infrastructure. And I found out when we do our development planning, it's better
Yes.
than last year. So I shared in the conversation in Dubai, the ruler of Dubai would tell us when we're planning Dubai, the best in the world and how many years Dubai would surpass them. I think we can do that.
Yes.
And we used to be number 2 in Asia after Japan from the 1930s to the 1970s.
Yeah.
I think it can be done.
Yes. But architect, the big question is, this is a great master plan, no? To be a first world country by 2050. But is there synergy between the public and the private sector to make this materialize?
Yes, sir. We have to do it together. Government cannot do it alone. And in fact, the built environment in the progressive countries, 80% by private sector, 20% only by government. But government should be the enabler, not the obstacle. Make more incentives, open up the economy. Like even various universities in the world, they have, let's say, tie up with universities from Europe, from the US. Like even Dubai, they have American University, even in Malaysia, they have Australian University. But we have so many restrictive laws that make us less globally competitive. We really have to open up. And instead of regulate development, we should stimulate development. We should really open up. And there
Yes.
are best practices in the world that many Filipinos have felt. More than 10 million Filipino expatriates abroad. They're helping more than 200 countries. But when we come back, I think we should listen to Filipinos who are coming back, brain gain. And maybe instead of silos, vertical elevators
Yes.
without the floors, we should have more integrated planning,
Yeah,
not
brain gain
not
and bring back to
silos.
the country the best practices, no, from what they've learned overseas. But if you take a look at the
Yes, sir.
educational system right now, architect, are we keeping up with the rapid advances in technology and innovation?
At the moment, we're really way behind. We really have to fast track upskilling. We may even have to educate educators, and we are way behind, especially in technology in education. And we should open up even our educational system for the best university schools to tie up with local universities. I think there are restrictions in our constitution to have foreign universities locate here. As in the world, they are locating Ivy League universities, even in the Middle East right now. Malaysia, they have also, and Singapore. They tie up with the best universities in the world, even hospitals, healthcare, and so on. We should really have to open up. We're so restrictive. I've been saying that we have so many not stupid, obsolete laws that make us less globally competitive. Education, technology, transportation, infrastructure, and even this infrastructure. even the land leases only 25, 50 years. Elsewhere in the world, even leasehold of land can be 1,000 years, like in Ireland. Here, 50 years plus 25 years. How can you have a high quality buildings if you're not sure they will not renew your leases? We really have to maybe just copy, improve from the best practices in the world. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. And government should be the enabler,
Thank you
not the
so much.
obstacle in our development.
Absolutely. Private and public sector have to work together for the Philippines to attain first world status by 2050. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. June Palafox, Chairman of the 49th Philippine Business Conference.